Look, we get it. Times are tough. But when it comes to bourbon, you can still ball on a budget.
That is true. You can. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to show you how to get some bourbon on a budget.
I think it was, is that what we called it? Bourbon on a budget?
I don't know what we called it. I'm just saying, we're going to get some bourbon. I'm going to show you a budgeted bourbon ball, bibbity bop, boot.
So before he starts going into like a Disney theme song here, we get a copyright charge.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, so we decided to do some bourbons that we like that were fairly cheap.
Yeah.
Reasonably priced.
I think everything is under 40.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. If not, let us know. But, I mean, everything on here I bought for like $40 or less.
We're not taking national price. We're just going like, okay, what did we buy?
No, this is what I got from like Kroger, Meyer, Liquor Barn, Cox's, stuff like that. And the last one Dave just tried beforehand, and he was like, there ain't no way. And then he tried it. He's like, oh.
Yeah, we can crush that.
Classy and trashy all at the same time.
All the same time. Balling on a budget. Today's episode is brought to you by Z-Biotics. Let's just face it, we all live pretty busy lives these days, don't we?
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
And because we're busy, we don't really have time to lay around on a couch after a night of drinking. No,
I mean, especially once you hit 30, which I'm past 30, but once you hit 30.
I'm a little past 30.
You are a smidge past 30. Yeah. So, Z-Biotics, I'm very lucky. I have great friends. We do bottle shares.
Yeah.
And, it was just Derby here a couple weeks ago. And after we got done, kind of doing the big hunt for Derby, we were able to have a couple pours together. And thankfully, I had some Z-Biotics.
Yes.
So Z-Biotics it's super great. They come in a package of 6. You get a little great instruction manual. It tells you exactly how to use it, in every way, shape, form.
How to use it.
It really is a super easy how to use manual. Guys, all you have to do, you take one of these bottles, you shake it up really well, and you just got to drink it.
That's all you got to do. Drink it.
Just that easy.
And then enjoy the rest of your evening with a beverage or 2 or 3. And the next morning I think you'll feel all right.
Oh, yeah.
I think you will feel all right. So here's the deal. Here's how Z-Biotics works. Z-Biotic is a pre-alcohol probiotic drink. It is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle the rough mornings after drinking. And here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct and not dehydration that's to blame for your rough next days. So Z-Biotics produces an enzyme that breaks down this byproduct. It breaks it down. And so it's designed to work like your liver, but in the gut where you kind of need it the most. So
give Z-Biotics a try for yourself. Go to zbiotics.com/Bourbon Kingdom or scan the QR code there on the screen to get 15% off your first order. Use Bourbon Kingdom at checkout. And guys, thank you and cheers. All right, so the first one, Evan Williams, 1783.
Sneaky good bottle.
It really is.
I'm always
sneaky good cigar matching bottle too.
Yes.
Had this with my buddy Scott and Josh over at Match, which is a really great cigar lounge. Scott went and picked them out, and I was like, dang, this is actually like a really great pairing.
You would, a lot of times, because there are other Evan Williams things that you would naturally go to, like Bottle and Bond, Evan Williams Single Barrel, like the 1783 kind of gets slept on.
True.
I think it's just for the price, like $20, somewhere right in there.
Maybe.
Yeah. Somewhere between $20 and $25, maybe even $18 and $25. You get a really solid drinker. Again, this one's good that you can just drink on it neat. You can drink on it. You can put it in a cocktail. As a matter of fact, I use this one in cocktails as well. So just really good, man. I thoroughly enjoy it.
If I'm not drinking basically Four Roses, either pick or single barrel or anything Four Roses when I'm having a cigar and I'm pairing, it's probably this bottle here.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's good. All right, next one. Russell's Tenure. One of Dave's personal favorites.
It is. Matter of fact, I need to get another one because my bottle looks eerily similar to this, almost empty.
This one gets crushed pretty easy.
It's just a good 10-year. Like this is 10-year, and you can get it for 35.
Yeah, something like that. From a major distillery, Wild Turkey. And
aged 10 years. Like it's not even like a guess.
Like it's not.
I tell you, it's 10 years, man. And it's just
they ain't changing that age thing either. Like Heaven Hill with Elijah Craig barrel proof. It is really good, and for I think distilleries, it's really really hard unless you're a top, like one of the big boys, right? To have high age stated products at a lower cost.
Yeah.
And we need to take advantage of that because they seem to be coming less and less.
Yeah. And this should be on everybody's bar. It should be. Like you should have a 10-year. I would say past the 6-year and just go straight to the 10-year.
6 year. Oh, the rye?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, next one. Green River.
Yeah, you all, if you've watched our channel at all, you know.
And this is the Green River bourbon, by the way.
It doesn't matter, the wheated or this one. They're the same price, $35.
But I went for the bourbon.
Yeah. These are just excellent. Just an easy drinker. If you are looking to get into bourbon and you're not sure what you want or what you like in bourbon, I think all of these that we're giving you offer something different. And will challenge.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And will challenge your palate in ways to go.
Man, look at you! That's actually a really great point.
Yeah, and so I'm every once in a while. I do. I think they will challenge your palate in different ways and give you things like you'll know if you like wheat. You'll know if you whatever it is. You'll start to figure out like on these lower tier bourbons. Like man, I'd like to have this, but maybe in a higher proof at some point. And then you can go find what you're looking for in those. And Green River's one of those great entry points where it just kind of gives you like this slate, and you just go, oh, I like those things in it, or I don't like those things in it, so I'm looking for something else. So
yeah, no, it's for the price of it being $35. Yeah. Even though it is a big distillery now with Archon owning it, like it is still kind of crafty all at the same time.
It is.
So it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
An old classic, reliable. We've all had it. Hopefully, most of us has enjoyed it. Wild Turkey 101.
We've had it, and we got drunk off of it.
Yeah. So this was either the first whiskey. I joke around a lot because I talk to guys at work about this or whoever that we, sometimes occasionally people at a bar, like first time they have 101, they're like, oh, 101's so hot. So hot. And I'm like, what is it? And I'm like, well, no, not now, of course. But it comes off with all that cinnamon and just that really intense flavor that hits you. And now, like, this is one of the bottles, whenever I go to want to sip something, just like really super chill, really super easy, I always forget about this bottle. But then whenever I remember to go back to it, I'm like, dang, this is really good.
Yeah, I think this gives you a real firm idea of whether you're a Wild Turkey person or not.
This is a Wild Turkey to me more than any other bottle.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like, like it was cheap. It's typically one of your first like Wild Turkey bottles, blah, blah, blah. And
what is this, 18?
18.
Is it 18 bucks?
I think
is it a little bit more expensive now? Like 22,
I think it depends
23?
where you get it from, but it's from 16 and 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, but it's just, and this is one of the older ones, not the new glass with the turkey on it and whatnot. But I don't know. Like I always forget how good it is. Yeah. And I just love Wild Turkey 101. A bottle, whenever Dave and I picked this out, by the way, we both like, oh yeah. Woodford Wheat.
You can get the standard, and the standard is fine. As a matter of fact, I cut my teeth on drinking Woodford, just straight Woodford, because it was my dad's.
Well, I was going to say, it's because your daddy.
Yeah, it still is my dad's drink of choice.
Like
I've opened his world to so many other things, but I mean, at the end of the day, you give him a good Woodford with a little bit of ginger ale in it, dude is happy as can be. I haven't introduced him to this one, the wheat. Again, I'm a weeded kind of guy. I have a tendency to like weeded bourbons. And this one is like, if I'm going for a Woodford, if it's not a double oaked and it's just like a standard kind of offering level, this is the one I'm going for.
So you take like Woodford double oak, right? That's where most people kind of, I think most people prefer Woodford double oak than just like standard Woodford. But if you're liking that sweetness of a Woodford double oak, where that's like a darker kind of flavor profile with the chocolates, caramels, marshmallows, this is sweet, but more of like on like the lighter side, like fruits and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I think this is such a different change of pace. It's really, really nice. And I know so many people that ask for that kind of stuff, and they're like, yeah, but I don't know what. And I point out, it's like, never had it.
All in a $30 to $35.
Yeah, I think it's like $35.
Yeah. All in 30, 35, 90 proof, easy drink.
Yeah. So this one's kind of a cheap bottle because I think it might be a little bit more pricey off the top of my head than I think that I got it for. I got this for $35 at Meijer. And this is Bullet, I want to make sure I always say this because I always get it backwards, barrel strength. And I always want to say it's foolproof. Never had this bottle in my life.
Same thing.
And then, again, Matt Porter figures out how great this is, and then he starts talking about it. So I'm like, I respect Matt's profile and what he likes, so I'm going to try it. Again, I go and buy it, and I've crushed the bottle. The bottle's stupid good.
Yeah, because I'm not generally a Bullet fan.
I am not. I'm not either, unless it's like an older Bullet pig that is sourced from a certain distiller. Those were pretty good.
Certain major distiller in Kentucky.
Yes.
Yeah.
That might not start with a number, but this, you had to think about it.
No, I didn't. I knew what you were talking about.
This is really, really good, and for whatever reason, the stores around us put it on sale.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of a cheater bottle.
It might be in mid-40s normally.
Might be, but most of them I find it in 30s.
But heck, even getting bourbon on a budget, sometimes you got to stretch your budget a little bit.
That's true.
You know, I want to spend $35, but hey, I'm going to spend $45 because it's only $10 more.
1,000%. Another bottle. Actually got a smidge of hate whenever I talked about this last time, and I'm totally okay with that because a Jim Beam single barrel is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
This is a, what's the proof? Oh, yeah, 108. I always want to say it's 107. It's 108. Great proof. Bottle you can find everywhere for like $20, $22.
Yep.
It is freaking fantastic.
It really is.
And even if you don't like it, like I've talked to one person who went by, it's like, I just don't like it. I said, cool story. If you mix it with Coke, I bet you love it. And he literally said it's the best mixer he has.
Yeah.
And he's like, his mixer was, I think, like Old Forester 100 proof or whatever, which is a smidge more expensive. He's like, save me like $6 a month. I appreciate it.
Well, and the truth is like all these, you don't feel bad about mixing if that's what you're doing. If you're like looking for budgeted bourbon, a lot of times you don't like drinking straight bourbon anyway.
Yeah.
And so, like, these are good. These are good to do it. But these are also just, like I said, these are good gateway into figuring out what your palate is. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The last one, the classy and yet trashy bottle of bourbon that we love on this list. Bottle of corn.
Not gonna lie. Like,
Dave was not looking forward to trying it.
I'm not gonna hate on this bottle because this thing is. It's. As a matter of fact, Friday when I'm at Liquor Barn, I'm probably going to pick one up and buy it. So that is really good. And, I mean, if you like anything sweet at all, you'll just...
I'm not saying this because of the name. I'm saying this because it is a corn whiskey, and you do have to enjoy corn.
Yeah.
And you have to enjoy the sweetness of corn. But for, like, what is this, like $10, $12?
Yeah.
Like, it's, like, stupid cheap.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than
not like its 20-year-old brother.
That's a different conversation for a different day, Dave.
Yeah.
But for what it is, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Like it's totally worth giving a shot. And again, This has been introduced to a couple of my friends who were like, I don't know if I like it, and then they figured out real quick. They're huge into corn whiskey.
Yeah.
Corn whiskey is just a different category. It's a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but anyways.
Again, helps you find out what your palate is.
Agreed.
For sure. All right. Well, tell us what your budgeted bourbon would be. And until the next time.
We'll see you.
We'll see you.